Welcome back to Ride Zone Bikes, the place where passion meets precision and where every machine gets the spotlight it deserves. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting launches in the mid-capacity motorcycle segment, the 2026 Triumph Speed 400. This bike is Triumph's latest attempt to capture the hearts of riders who crave a mix of style, agility, and performance at an accessible price point. The Speed 400 doesn't just carry the Triumph badge, it embodies the brand's heritage of blending modern engineering with classic British design, making it a very special machine in its class. The Triumph Speed 400 for 2026 is built on the same platform that was first introduced in collaboration with Bajaj, ensuring not only international quality but also affordability and practicality for emerging markets as well as developed ones. The bike is powered by a 398cc liquid-cooled, single-cylinder engine that produces around 40 horsepower and 37.5 Nm of torque. These numbers put it right in the sweet spot for city riders who want punchy acceleration, weekend riders who love carving up back roads, and even new riders stepping into the world of premium motorcycles. The engine is mated to a 6-speed gearbox with the slip-and-desist clutch, which means smoother shifts, reduced clutch effort, and more confidence while riding in stop-and-go traffic or when pushing the bike harder on open stretches. One of the most impressive aspects of the Speed 400 is the way Triumph has tuned the engine. Unlike many single-cylinder motorcycles that can feel harsh at higher revs, this one is surprisingly refined, thanks to balanced shaft technology and precision engineering. Riders will notice a broad torque curve, meaning you don't need to constantly work the gearbox to stay in the power band. That makes the bike both fun and forgiving, appealing to both seasoned riders and those who are still learning the ropes. Its top speed hovers around 150 km/h, which is more than enough for highway cruising without pushing the engine too hard. Combined with Triumph's attention to fuel efficiency, this makes it not just a performance bike but also a practical daily companion. The design of the 2026 Triumph Speed 400 is where it truly shines. Triumph has managed to capture that classic roadster DNA while giving it modern lines and premium finishes. The round LED headlamp with integrated DRLs pays homage to Triumph's retro-inspired lineup, while the sculpted fuel tank with an eerie recesses delivers both comfort and style. The upright riding position, flat seat, and wide handlebars make it incredibly versatilely comfortable enough for long rides yet sporty enough for quick city sprints. Triumph hasn't cut corners with the materials either. From the quality of the paint to the stitching on the seat, everything feels premium and well put together. It's a bike that looks like it belongs in Triumph's bigger family, yet it comes at a fraction of the cost. Performance is not just about the engine, it's also about handling. The Speed 400 is equipped with 43mm upside-down front forks and a preload adjustable rear monoshock. This suspension setup strikes a perfect balance between sporty stiffness and everyday comfort. Whether you're navigating pothole-ridden city streets or leaning into corners on twisty mountain roads, the bike feels planted and stable. Braking is handled by a 300mm front disc with a radial caliper and a 230mm rear disc, both assisted by dual-channel ABS. The braking power is progressive, giving riders the confidence they need in all conditions, whether it's sudden braking in traffic or controlled deceleration on highways. Technology-wise, Triumph has given the Speed 400 just the right amount of modern features without overwhelming riders with unnecessary gadgets. You get ride-by-wire throttle for precise control, a modern digital analog instrument cluster with all the essentials like gear position indicator, fuel efficiency data, and trip meters, along with LED lighting all around. Traction control comes as standard and can be switched off if you want a more raw riding experience. These features are typically reserved for bikes in higher segments, making the Speed 400 stand out in its category. It's a bike that feels premium, yet intuitive and simple enough for everyday riders. When it comes to ergonomics, Triumph has nailed it. The seat height of around 790mm makes it approachable for a wide range of riders. Shorter riders won't feel intimidated, and taller riders will still find it roomy enough for comfortable journeys. The bike weighs around 170 kilograms, which keeps it light and manageable, especially in urban traffic. Combine that with its sharp steering geometry and grippy tires, and you've got a motorcycle that's agile, responsive, and confidence-inspiring even for beginners. Now let's talk about the price, because this is one of the most important aspects of the Speed 400. Triumph has priced the 2026 model at approximately $5,000 internationally, and in markets like India, it sits around 2.7 lakh rupees ex-showroom. This pricing makes it a game changer. You're getting a bike with Triumph's badge, quality, performance, and features at a price that competes directly with Japanese and Indian rivals in the 300 to 400cc segment. That's a bold move and one that makes the Speed 400 a very attractive option for riders who may have previously considered bikes like the KTM Duke 390, Honda CB 300R, or Royal Enfield Classic 350. Another unique selling point of the Triumph Speed 400 is its ability to bridge the gap between heritage and modernity. Many bikes in this segment either lean too heavily into retro styling or go full futuristic with aggressive lines. The Speed 400 balances both worlds beautifully. It's timeless enough to appeal to riders who love classic designs, yet modern and sharp enough to attract younger enthusiasts who want something edgy. Add to that Triumph's global reputation for reliability and craftsmanship, and you've got a motorcycle that doesn't just compete out, it sets a new benchmark. Riding the Speed 400 is more than just an experience, it's an emotion. The exhaust note from its single-cylinder engine has a throaty, refined growl that feels mature and not overly harsh. The throttle response is crisp, the gear shifts are slick, and the bike feels alive beneath you. Whether you're commuting, cruising, or carving corners, it adapts effortlessly. Triumph has ensured that this bike isn't just about specifications on paper, it's about the actual joy of riding. In conclusion, the 2026 Triumph Speed 400 is a motorcycle that redefines what riders can expect in the mid-capacity roadster segment. It's stylish, refined, powerful, and most importantly, accessible. For new riders, it's a perfect entry into the world of premium motorcycling. For experienced riders, it's an exciting, affordable, and practical second bike that doesn't compromise on quality. And for Triumph as a brand, it's a bold statement that premium doesn't always have to mean unattainable. With its competitive pricing, thoughtful design, and excellent performance, the Speed 400 is set to dominate the roads and capture the imagination of riders across the globe.